Where do you think our hard-earned tax dollars should go? Education and healthcare? Alternative energy and the environment? How about the military? Or space exploration? Maybe not that last one? Well, I'm here to tell you why that last one could very well be the most important. According to the 2014 federal tax budget, over 50% of our tax dollars went to the military, and a combined 10% to education and healthcare, leaving a measly 2.6% for science programs such as NASA to scrape up. And here's why I believe that needs to change. Our species faces numerous hurdles in the near future, from nuclear war to overpopulation, depletion of resources, and pollution, to name just a few. At some point, we're going to need to find a new place to call home. So where should we go? According to astrophysicist Stephen Hawking, in the next 300 years, we should migrate into space. Not the only reason to be worried, though. In the last 10,000 years, over 350 sizable asteroids have smashed into the Earth, according to Australian engineer Michael Payne. And NASA has developed ways to find and track these asteroids to ensure no collisions with Earth, and developed methods to reroute them, possibly into the moon, allowing scientists to further study them. And while these issues pose a huge threat currently, we face a more pressing issue, one you likely hear about on a daily basis. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, CO2 levels in our atmosphere and oceans haven't been this high since before humans existed, mostly from our fossil fuel consumption and development and deforestation that removes the one natural absorber of CO2 greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. Global warming is a very real and present threat, and one of the best answers to get rid of global warming is to reduce our fossil fuel consumption through alternative energy. And what is one of the best forms for alternative energy? You guessed it, space. Many opportunities for clean energy exist in space, including the abundant molecule helium-3 that is not found on Earth. Helium-3 is abundant in space, and when combined with an element called deuterium through a process called nuclear fusion, they create immense amounts of power. Helium-3 can be found in mass quantities in space, especially on our moon. It would require a measly 25 tons of the molecule to power the United States for over a year, and scientists estimate that over 1 million tons of the molecule can be found on our moon. Space-based solar is the other, more likely alternative energy source that we will see in our lifetimes. We would be able to gather and wirelessly transmit solar energy from space back to Earth. Solar panels already exist in space to power the International Space Station, satellites, and other forms of spaceships. Without the atmosphere and cloud cover of Earth's atmosphere, we would be able to harvest the energy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. According to the National Space Society, only 1 in 2.3 billion parts of the sun's energy actually reach Earth. We already possess the technology to wirelessly transmit this energy back to Earth. So with a large-scale development of these solar panels, we could easily be able to power Earth on solar energy alone. And while a large-scale development of this would be very expensive, we should think in terms of the cost of our future and not the cost of its development. While alternative energy is easily the biggest concern for our future generations, there are other interesting developments in space that can yield huge benefits. An already existing company, Planetary Resources, believes they are on the verge of the next trillion-dollar industry in asteroid prospecting. Asteroids can contain many resources from water, minerals, and precious metals, and are abundant and accessible in the atmosphere. If we were able to harvest water from asteroids, we can hydrate and provide oxygen for astronauts, or break down the water into hydrogen and oxygen molecules to create hydrogen and oxygen-based rocket fuels, potentially creating the possibility for space-based refueling stations, prolonging the life of satellites and allowing for ships to refuel mid-journey in space. This could provide huge leaps and bounds in the length of transportation of manned ships. A single 500-meter platinum-rich asteroid can contain more platinum group metals than have ever been mined in the history of the Earth. And platinum group metals are so valuable that 1 in 4 industrial goods involve them in some way. Technology, microchips, your smartphone, the catalytic converter in your car. With the recent hype in media from Mars landing and the discovery of water, to our receiving our first up-close photos of Pluto, and on top of billionaire business moguls like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos of Amazon and Tesla, I believe now is the best time to grasp the world's attention on the importance of our survival through space. By increasing NASA's budget could be the key to avoid extinction, whether it be from nuclear war, pollution, or an anomaly such as an asteroid smashing into Earth and obliterating us. I believe the only chance we have in survival is in the skies. Whether resources or alternative energy extend our time here on Earth, where we migrate into the skies, we need to put our faith in NASA. We came from the stars, and we will go back to the stars.
Wow, nice. Amazing. You killed it.
What is wrong with that?
You killed it besides the cat.
Why are you being such a stereotypical dog?
You can cut that off.
I can cut out the beginning and end.
No.